Hi there! We're PoinTrippers, the family that travels for free. Today, I'd like to share some tips on how to travel affordably. I'll talk about the Expedia credit card, the Delta credit card, and a few cashback websites along the way. For this Egypt trip, my husband and son booked several experiences through Expedia. They visited Coptic Cairo, home to some of Egypt's Christian heritage sites, explored the original pyramids in the Saqqara area, and even rode ATVs in the Giza Desert. For the Giza pyramids, they chose a package that included entry, meals, and a local guide. The biggest advantage of booking these travel packages? No haggling. If you've seen other Egypt travel videos on YouTube, you've probably noticed how tourists are often approached by aggressive vendors. But my husband and son didn't really experience that, mostly because they used Uber for transportation and booked nearly all their tours through Expedia. For example, camel rides in Egypt usually require haggling, which can be frustrating. Prices often change on the spot. Extra charges appear for things like photos, and in some cases, tourists end up arguing in the middle of the desert over paying in US dollars or euros instead of Egyptian pounds. With a pre-booked tour, you don't have to worry about any of that. Now, as you may have noticed in our previous videos, these tours sometimes include visits to stores or restaurants affiliated with the travel agency. That can be a bit of a downside, but we don't mind, because the tours themselves were basically free thanks to the Expedia credit card. The Wells Fargo-issued Expedia One Key card offers between $300 to $600 in One Key cash when you sign up, depending on the promotion. You can use One Key cash to book hotels and even some flights. But the best part? You can apply it toward travel activities like tours and excursions. That includes not only things like Egypt sightseeing or ATV rides, but even big theme park tickets like Disney World or Universal Studios. Let's look up Disney World tickets on Expedia. With the $422 in One Key cash my husband has, the ticket price drops to $0. So if both spouses get the card and combine their One Key cash, a family of 3 or 4 could get tickets to Orlando parks basically for free. And it doesn't stop there. I found ways to save even more. About 2 years ago, our family visited Disney World and Universal Studios in Orlando. After some research, I discovered that cashback websites were the best way to get the lowest prices on tickets. If you book through a cashback site like Rakuten, Top Cashback, or Retail Me Not, you get a percentage of your purchase back. Cashback for hotels or flights is usually small, but for activities and tours, it can be quite significant. Rakuten sometimes offers up to 15% cashback, so for a $500 ticket, you could get $75 back, which is huge. But here's something even better. As mentioned in a recent video, I discovered Capital One Shopping. Some of their cashback offers go as high as 40%. For this trip, my husband booked a 1-hour ATV ride for 2 people for $48, and we received $19 back. To use Capital One Shopping, you'll need to install the browser extension. If you visit certain websites often, you'll get cashback alerts by email. Just make sure to use the specific link they provide. Only then will the higher cashback rate apply. Recently, we upgraded our phones, and Capital One Shopping offered 35% cashback on Samsung.com. That's how we've already earned $496 in cashback during just the first 5 months of this year. One thing to note, Capital One Shopping doesn't give you actual cash. Instead, you get digital gift cards to use at select stores. Until recently, we were using our gift cards at Safeway, both for groceries and gas. Unfortunately, Safeway gift cards are no longer available, but you can still use them for kids' clothing, shoes, and more. So I'm still using the platform regularly. Also, Capital One Shopping sometimes offers $45 just for signing up, so it's worth timing your registration. Now, let's talk about how we paid for the hotel in Giza, where my husband and son stayed for 2 nights. The total was around $200. We covered that using the Delta Gold credit card from American Express. There are 4 Delta cards for individuals, and the Gold level offers a $100 hotel credit each year if you book through Delta Stays, their own hotel platform. So here's what we did. We booked 1 night in December 2024, and then booked another night in January 2025. That way, we got $100 back for each year. These cards also offer big sign-up bonuses, usually between 50,000 and 90,000 miles. I signed up during an 85,000-mile promotion and now have close to 100,000 miles. My husband has around 70,000 miles from when he signed up too. With that many miles, we're already thinking about our next family trip. By the way, although the annual fee is $150, the first year is usually free. When the second year begins, you can either keep the card and use the hotel credit, or downgrade to the no-fee blue version. Just be careful. If you downgrade cards too often to avoid fees, Amex might not offer you a bonus the next time you apply. That's it for today. My husband and son are now on an overnight bus to Luxor, a city filled with ancient wonders. I can't wait to see what kind of adventures they'll have next. See you in the next video. We're PoinTrippers, traveling the world for free.